Hi, I'm Peter, Courier driver, and this video is on how to pack your van efficiently. So you get there, you get the stuff off, you get it out. It doesn't matter whether you've got a Luton or a medium wheelbase or even a car. This is how to get the parcels in there in the right order. So you get them out in the right order, no confusion, saves you time, saves you money. So there are three ways to do it really. The first one is like the chaos theory, is just chuck all the parcels in and worry about it later. This is kind of a bit as a fool's errand because you think you're saving time because then you're putting everything in the car, so you're out of there in 15 minutes. The other mob, they might take an hour or so, but then when you're at first drop and you can't find it and you might be on a busy high street and you can't park and you're just going to buy yourself a load of grief and a load of aggravation. So you can do that if you want. You know, we'll maybe try it in the beginning. Doesn't last for very long. There's two other ways, and the two things you've got to bear in mind is firstly, space is of the essence, and secondly, you want to get them in the right order. So there's two ways of doing it. What you can do is you can lay the parcels out in front of you, then you can work out your route, you can work out the quickest route, you can see which parcel corresponds with which one, go along with a marker pen or something, 1, 2, 3, then stack them in the van, hoping that they all kind of fit, and then the first one is the one that's nearest the door, and then you go off smoothly on your route. It's not a bad way of doing it, I've got to say, because once you're organised, you're done, and the rest of it is plain sailing, other than, of course, finding somewhere to park, stopping, that kind of grief. But it's very, very time consuming. So you're going to do a lot of time at the beginning. The other way to do it is to pack the parcels, track the parcels as they go into the van, and then optimise your route. And then when you get to your first drop, you can look and it will tell you where the parcel is. And this is where Circuit really comes into its own. It's fantastic in the fact that you've got a thing called Parcel Finder. And as you put the parcels into the van, it will tell you whereabouts in the van they are, whether it's at the front, whether it's at the back, whether it's the left, the right, top, middle or bottom, that kind of stuff. So when you get there, rather than going, oh, where's the parcel, where's the parcel, it will say, you're at route 1, your parcel is here. So with that in mind, there is still a skill to it. So what you want to do is you want to go biggest first, then medium, then small. Because the problem you've got is if you've got the big parcels at the back of the van, and then you find out when you get to your first stop that the parcel you need is the little parcel at the front, you've got to clamber over, you've got to get everything out to get to it. Whereas if your little parcel's at the back, and your first one is a big one, that's fine, because you can reach behind the bits, you can pull the big ones out. Also, big parcels are easier to find and easier to identify. Also, you'll know it's going to go in because you can put the big parcels in first, then you get the medium parcels in between in the gaps, and you put the small ones in the slots. And that's how you know it's all going to go in all fine, like, you know. So you put all your parcels in, you use your parcel finder, you optimise the route. Once again, on the circuit, it's going to give you the quickest route, it's going to take you around, it's going to save you time, going to save you money. When you get there, you just go through them one at a time. Bing, that one's off, that one's off, that one's off. A little bit of a tip for you. When you get nearer the end, when you're down to like the last 10, something like that, if you're in a van, you might want to start thinking about bringing some out of the back and sticking them in the front. Also, with the little parcels, sometimes, you know, it's sometimes kind of handy to have them in the front. It will save you a little bit of time in the fact that rather than having to stop, get out, get the door, open the door. If you're in a Luton, you've got to pull the back up, maybe take the tail lift down, get your parcels, and away they go. If you're on your passenger seat, bang, bang, bang. There you go. I mean, I'll give you a quick example. There was a guy who delivered to me recently. This is how important the parcel finder thing is. And he's doing the Amazon and he's doing it in a car. And he stopped on my driveway and he says, this is not me working. This is me actually receiving, you know. And he said, I've got 3 for you, but I can only find 2. And he's looking round and he's looking in the boot and he's looking in the passenger seat and he's looking in the well and he can't find it. And he must have been on that driveway for between 3 and 5 minutes. That doesn't sound like a lot. But when you're doing, say you're doing 40 drops, and 40 drops isn't a lot. Your guys are doing 150, 200 drops. Times that by 3 minutes, That's a long time, you know. And in the end, he couldn't see it, and it was the biggest parcel in there. It took up most of his car. It was going from the passenger seat to the back. It's one of those you can't see the wood for the trees, which is why it's fantastic just to get the thing in and get it, know where it is, have it logged on your phone, get it optimized, do the quickest route and get it off. It's the best way to do it, in my opinion. So basically, get organized, get optimized, get it out, get it done quickly. Saves you time, saves you money. You can go and take another job, or you can go home, you can have a relax, you can enjoy your life with your family. If you've got any other ways of packing it, or if you think something I've said isn't quite right, please leave in the comments, because we sometimes have a little bit of discussion about these videos, about, like, you know, how you guys go about it, what you think is the best way. And also, if you like the video, like I say, if you could please like, subscribe, hit the bell, hit the thumbs up. And there are more videos also on my channel, Pete the Courier Driver, which is also on YouTube. I hope it's helped, hope they do help, and I hope you take care and take money.